Hello everyone.
Let's me introduced myself. My name is Aulia Anggun A Class 3 ANPM A1 BO20010.
The reading ability of scholars persons. Abstract. Over the past 50 years, an increasing proportion of students graduating high school attain scholars but literacy levels in the United States have remained largely unchanged. We present preliminary results that suggest the literacy levels of assistant first-year college freshmen are about 5,000 grade but below 12,000 grade. So, keywords: adult literacy, higher education, knife and tabs. 1. Introduction. The first sentence of high school graduates immediately and attending college as steadily increasing from 16% in 1990 to 69% in 2015. However, during this same period, the average reading score of 12,000 grade students on the National Assessment of Educational Progress, or NAEP, has declined cyclically such that in 2015 only 37% of students were deemed proficient readers. If all proficient readers immediately enter college, then only 54% of college freshmen are proficient readers. Accordingly, the remaining 46% of college freshmen are either basic or below basic readers. So, while it is alarming to think that approximately half of college freshmen are not proficient readers, the NAEP proficient criteria and CAT score are not without controversies. For example, in a range mapping of NAEP standards to stage standard for 8,000 grades reading. So, to better understand the relations between NAEP merit in score and college freshman reading ability, we conducted a pilot study using questions from the reading section of the text of Adult Basic Education, or TAP. The TAPs is useful for exploring the question of reading proficiency is used calling freshmen because TAP either have national norms and are aligned with grade equivalents, allowing use to categorize freshman reading ability according to grade level, and TAP can be used to predict general educational diplomat or GET test performance, which is a process for determining whether a participant reading ability in high school equivalents. So, meet today, participant N sama dengan 1062 were recruited through the Pest Chronology Subject Poll and at an urban university in the southern United States into waves of online data collection. The first wave in 313, which took place during the spring semester of 2015. Under that material, then 10 items were selected from the national norms tab stand from the reading survey. From the default is the signet to assess reading ability in grade range 6.0 sampai 8.9 and therefore may seem a less ambitious question for a science college freshman. So, procedure. Participant complete the informed consent and the 10 item using a web browser because the study was online and not portrait. The time equivalence of the tab and approximately 1 minute per question were not enforced and due to technical problems. So, result. Over 75% of participants answered 18% or more items correctly, suggesting that the 10 items were overall too easy as recommendation for tab specific that participants were 14% to 75% of the item correctly. Participant performance varied across item displayed closer hour, while 73% of participants answered all 5 items correctly in the 4 until 5,000 grade cluster. So, using the type credentials about this differential cluster for match suggests that 4 and 5,000 grades items are too easy, but dates 11 until 13 grade items are too hard for the participant assets. The result may also be considered in the time of scores and get equivalence according to various word mapping. Tab reading scores target get reading test score a tab skull score of 52.3 correspond to the passing grade score of 450. Okay. Percentage of profit reader 37% called easily explained by regional difference. However, as parents not only 69% of graduating senior when strike to college in 2015 suggesting and 54% of college freshmen shall be proficient readers. So the projection that only 69% of participants who answer all their items in the 11 until 13 grade cluster will pass the GET reading test gives and strictly different assessment of freshman reading proficiency. So,
Maybe until here
altogether,
the
our
story about
findings
no
suggest that
witchcrafts for sale by
students
Doris
of Collins
Blessing. Thank you so
freshman
much from
assessment
Alia
have reading
Ongun.
ability conspiracy with below provision as described by NAPS. So, discussion. Our preliminary results suggest that Collins freshmen that reading ability overall is between 5,000 and 12,000 grades. This finish is plausible given NIPES. So, acknowledgement. This research was supported by the Institute of Education Science. Any evaluation, findings, and conclusion or recommendation expressed in this paper are those of the author and do not represent the views of the ISIS.